Hi guys, welcome to the Practical Gardener. So I want to update you on my garden. This is the up tour to the previous garden tour video that I did. This is my dragon fruit. It is the purple variety, the purple flesh variety. Yeah, and these are the trellis that I bought online. It's a homemade trellis. I think they did a pretty good job. But this variety is the Hyloceras guatemalensis, or also known as the American Beauty variety of dragon fruit. So far, they're doing okay. I fertilized them a couple of times with the, bloom fertilizer, so hopefully they'll give me some fruit this year. And and that one is the Pakistani mulberry that I am planting in a pot because they are quite invasive, so you don't want to put them in the ground. I had one before. The stem is still quite small, so I'm hoping for fruit this year, but it might not happen. That's fine. All right, and I got a lot of succulents there and geranium, and I'm growing a little bit of veggies there, eggplants that are eaten by slugs, which I have to take care of that, and marigolds. You got to get on top of those slugs because or else they'll be eating everything up, and tomato plants and some onion bulbs that I planted the other day in my other videos just to help deter the pests. And yeah, and mulberry in a pot, a lot of succulents, and more dragon fruit in the corner over there, and some figs and brown turkey figs. And that is my loquat. It's in a pot. It's about like 3 or 4 years old. It was grown from seeds actually, so I don't know when it's gonna fruit. I doubt it, if it even will. But anyways, this is my geranium. I love geranium. I am like the queen of geranium. Oh, that's a olive tree. That's a dwarf olive tree. I think they grafted or something, but it put out some olive, and you can see there's some fruit flowers there. And this is my kaffir lime. I like to mix my herbs in my flower pots and beds and stuff, and they can't exist together because actually these grows into a huge tree. My mom had one and they're quite big, and a few of these leaves, that's all you need for your cooking. Like, you don't need a lot of it, so there's no need to put them in the ground. So I'm all for practicality and what makes sense as far as gardening goes, and also life in general, right? And these are succulents. And I have a lot of succulents because I'm a big fan of succulent. Those are more geranium, the variegated one. And if you guys are enjoying my video so far, please don't forget to give me a like. Yep. There's quite a bit. Oh, and these are the new rhododendron that I got. They're so beautiful. They have these like clusters of beautiful. This is my new hydrangea that I got. I believe this is the Snow Queen. But yeah, these gets up to like 4 or 5 feet tall, and look at them. They are just so beautiful. They look so romantic. They look like wedding flowers, right? Imagine having them as cut flowers. And of course, we all know hydrangea and rhododendron, they need acidic soil. So I'm going to be fertilizing them. Look at them. They look like little butterflies. They're so pretty. But yeah, I just love adding flowers to my garden. I think it gives the garden a little bit of a charm to it, and it's very relaxing. And right now it's like still springtime, so I'm still putting my garden together. I feel like during the winter month, after winter's over, spring, here comes the spring, and I guess as soon as it gets warmer, that's when all the work starts, right? Because we gotta bring the garden back to life. But yeah, adding these additions to especially my backyard garden is gonna bring so much life to my garden, so much insects, butterflies, and oh yeah, okay, so this is my watercress. This is my starter plant. It's overwintered For me, it's from last year. Usually, I'll just go to the market and get some watercress and regrow them that way. Like I'll sink them in water, and once they get a little bit of root, I replant them. But these are like so dense. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see it. Look, I can't even lift it up because it is so dense. So what I do is I take a section of it off like this, and then I put them in a pot, and they'll like start coming back to life. They'll get very, very green. I just haven't had a chance to do that. I leave them on this side of the house that doesn't get like direct sunlight, but it does get some exposure to sunlight, and they are like loving it. It protects them from like the heat, the sun, because they don't like full sun. Watercress likes a like semi-shade area. They do need a little bit of sunlight, but they don't really need like direct exposure to sunlight, but not like a but anyways, and I got my Vietnamese coriander. I love these. I also grow these from cuttings. I get them from the store, and I just think of water. And that is my fish mint, the one I just held. This is my holy basil. Holy basil actually gets pretty big, especially this variety. I got it from my mom. They can grow up into a tree. I used to sell like seeds and plants and stuff online. So I used to sell these seeds online because I know like most store-bought holy basil, they don't get to be like a tree, and these are actually perennial. My mom had her trees for like 8 years, okay, and it grows into a giant tree. You just prune them during the winter time, and they come back, bounce back during the springtime. And I got my mint, lemongrass that I'm growing in these little pots that I need to put down, and my yard is like full of clovers and stuff, but I love them. They give me a sense of nostalgia, and I got mint and stuff there. And we're back to the orange, which all the orange are gone because I ate them all during the winter. I picked all of them, but there was a lot, you guys. But they're coming back. Look, if you can see here, these are all new oranges. You see those little budding or little baby orange, whatever you want to call them. They're all over the trees, and this tree is so giving. But yeah, there's flowers there too, and the flowers smell so good. So I got my 3 orange tree right next to each other. The other one is the Washington navel orange. But yeah, see, this is a grafted tree too. It's a semi-dwarf or a dwarf tree, and actually yes, a dwarf. And my navel orange, that one is a semi-dwarf. It's also grafted. All of my trees are grafted, and yeah, there's a little orange left up there that it's probably gonna fall, and I'll pick it up, and I have like a good 4 days before the insects burr into it. But yeah, they're coming along too. There's a lot of fruit on them already. The fruit sets. See up there, the lighting is not great, but yeah. Yep, there's definitely oranges up there, and I keep my trees small because I have a small yard, so I don't need to let them go out of hand. And then this is the Dancy Orange. They're also setting fruits, and they always did good. I mean, they're like crowded, as you can see, you guys, but they are doing good. They given me fruit every year. It's more than I could know what to do with. Honestly, a lot of them goes to waste. So I'm not concerned as far as like getting like the maximum fruit production because I have a small garden, and honestly, for me, it has to make sense. And I keep on reiterating that, I think, but it has to make sense because yeah, you have a small yard, you don't need buckets of fruits. But here, my sapote, look, they are fruiting again, a lot of fruit, and can you have too much of a good thing? Honestly, you can because these are like so much, and they're giving again, and I'm gonna share them, but honestly, it's a lot, and it's more than I know what to do with. And surprisingly, not a lot of people like them. For me, they taste so good. They're just like pudding. I freeze them, I make popsicle out of them, I make milkshake out of them. I eat them fresh. I give them sometimes to people, and they love it. But yeah, Oh, this is my Korean perilla. And they are like they reseeded from last year. They are taking over, and I got my mango tree here. From my other video, I cut off all the flowers already, and yeah, and my bok choy and my pak choy has already gone into seed, so I'm gonna collect these seed pods, and the birds already like gotten to them. They're eating some of the seeds and stuff, and I don't mind because I love wildlife. I love birds. Hummingbirds, all sorts of birds. Those yellow finch, they come and they're just enjoying my garden as much as I do, and that's what it's about. It's not just food, but it's just nature and all that. And yes, my kale is infested with worms. This is not even the first time, but anyways, I took care of it the last time. Sage, this sage overwintered already. This is second year, going on second year, and this one grow box is just dedicated for that, a sage, because yep, more sage than I know what to do with. And that is my oregano. It's already going on the third or fourth year. They are perennial to me. They've been a perennial. And I got my strawberry there, my alpine strawberry, and my watercress. It's growing in this box. It's not doing that great, but yeah, I might do something about that. And that's my geranium, more geranium that I just love so much. And all my oxalis or my clovers kind of like died down a lot. And this is my night blooming jasmine. It's so intoxicating. The smell, it attracts like monarch butterfly, praying mantis. It's great if you want praying mantis, get those, but they are quite invasive though, just FYI. This is my golden berry, and it is like growing perfectly in this area. It's mixed in with the roses and everything, but they are already putting berries, you guys. Let me see. Yeah, so these little pots, little lantern looking thing, there's berries inside of them. A little teeny tiny berry, but once they ripen, I'll give a little update video of that. But they are delicious. They taste like pineapple. They're so good to make dressing out of. I had them before, like they come in like these little small thing at the store. They're delicious. These are my strawberries. They're already fruiting, and the slug is getting to them, and I'm trying to just doing my little makeshift milk bottle, whatever thing, just getting them off the ground, pretty much. Okay, and more sage, more parsley. That gave me nostalgia. And that box right there is actually my raspberry plant. It's still in dormant. You can see a little bit of its leaf there, but it's all there. And if you see all the sunken pot, same thing. Gophers. Gophers. And that is citronella with those little purple flowers there, and they grow great. And these actually, you can cut a piece of it and stick it in the ground, and they will regrow back, you guys. But yeah, they smell terrible. I don't know if they do a good job of repelling anything, honestly. And they're growing with asparagus vines. Asparagus vine is one of those things that, remind me of childhood too. Tree, and I want to show you something cool. This is my noni. It has a little fruit. I have to take it inside during the winter. I have to take the whole pot inside so that way it doesn't die, because I left one out here before and it completely just up and died. And noni is great for you. The fruit, it smells so bad, but it smells like stinky cheese, but I buy the juice of them. This year it probably might or might not happen, but anyways, more perilla, more parsley, and my cilantro. It's gone to seed, and my blueberries. It's already coming along, you guys. And look at all the flowers of the cilantro. It's gone into seeds. It's flowering. I'm gonna collect the seeds and resow them later on again. but I did get to enjoy a lot of it in my cooking. So I'm happy about that. And my blueberry is coming on. Honestly, I grow blueberry like as an ornamental plant. I like picking them. I remember when my baby was small, she used to come out and pick blueberries. And yeah, it's just the cutest thing, honestly. And you know, it's always nice to have like cute stuff like that. Oh my god, my nasturtium is just taking over my garden. And mostly I don't tend to them, but I love the colors so much. They're so beautiful and they are like just so invasive. But they give you this show of color. They're so beautiful. Every garden should have nasturtium, but well controlled. So obviously, you know, I got these mature trees, so they're just all over the ground, covering the ground, covering a lot of things, but not much stuff grows here, you guys, because it's very shaded. So what I'm doing is I'm waiting for them to go to seed so I can pick the seeds and identify the color, because I'm going to introduce them to the front of the house. You see that bright orange, and they got these giant clover leaves. So clover leaves, these lily pad or whatever, and see that white one is so cute, and the yellow, the orange, the red, and the patterns, they're so beautiful. And I'm going to collect all the seeds and I'm going to grow them in the box in front of my house to give it more color. That's my Fuji apple. It doesn't look like it's ever doing anything, but honestly it gives me quite a bit of fruit every year. I want to say 2 basketfuls like that, enough where I don't know what to do with. So yeah, I love Fuji apple. It's one of my favorite apple to eat. And that's more of my geranium mixed with all the flowers, the nasturtium. This is my curry plant. Oh, they smell so good. Curry plants. My mom gave me this one. It was teeny tiny and it grew into this big giant bush. And you can like dehydrate these leaves, blend them up, add them to your curry, like Japanese curry, like the one you get from the bar, from the store. Like put a little bit of this in the Japanese curry. It is so delicious. It elevates your curry, and then they commonly use in Indian cooking too. But that giant thing is actually bay leaf. It's my bay leaf plant, and it's so tall. So this is my lemon verbena. It's so great for you, you guys. You need to grow this. It reduces inflammation, helps with joint function, help with insomnia, it fights staph infection, improve anxiety, you name it, everything. Oh, and this guy is my Vernon's sapote tree. You see there's fruit up there already. There's more fruits up there. Honestly, they are a pretty big tree, so I need to trim them down because it had grown so much. And but yeah, I'm probably going to be getting some fruit this year for sure. And this is my brown turkey fig. I am having them move over here last year, so they're putting a lot of new growth. I'm hoping to trellis them on the side of the fence there. I might need to do more trellising. This is my cobra chili. This plant had overwintered, like I want to say 2-3 years already, and I am planting them there next to my nectarine tree because to deter the pest. But these chilies are so spicy, you guys. I dry them out and I blend them up, and I put them in my chili bottle. I use it in my food. But yeah, those are my nectarine tree. I have to kind of trim them down a little bit because they can get out of hand, and they're in this like little tight area around the corner. But yeah, and look at my persimmon tree. It's gotten a lot of leaves from the last time that we saw in my previous video. And yeah, there's a lot of flowers up there. Persimmon flowers are actually green, so they blend in with the leaves. But yeah, They are coming along. One nasturtium, geranium, variegated geranium, and I got like different colors and stuff. Yeah, they're just growing there, and yep, they give out a lot of colors. And this guy is my hog plum, or June plum. Some people call them. They are not doing much right now because they are they break out of winter late. See, everything else is green except for this guy, and he's holding on to this too little fruit here. It's not doing anything. I'm hoping the fruit will turn yellow, but I don't think they will, even if they do, because there's no leaves to absorb all the nutrient or anything like that. I don't think it's gonna do anything. Yeah, they prefer like full sun, and they can tolerate some partial shade, but I think they do a lot better in full sun, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. I might move this guy because over here I don't get a lot of sunlight, so I might move him later. Moving on, this is my donut peach. It is one of the best variety that I know to grow that is like a little bit less pest resistant, because I feel like peach is one of those fruits that like a lot of pests like to attack, like worms and stuff like that, burrow worms especially. But yeah, so sometime I get a little bit of worm, I just cut it off and just eat the good part, or I preserve them and stuff like that. So but yeah, they are so delicious, and they're really expensive at the store. They sell them at the Asian store, and they're like ridiculous. 3 peach is like $5 or $6 when it's so easy to grow your own. And I like to eat them sometime when they're still green. They're so good with like a little bit of chili and salt, or like tahini. But yeah, they are pretty good, and you can actually use painter's paint to protect them too. That's my rosemary. They smell so good. I use them a lot in my cooking, in my with beef or pasta, or I also dehydrate these, which I'll show in my future video. Oh, this is my amaranth plants. They're great. You can use them similar to spinach. They actually have a very mild taste, and these flower, their seeds pod, I use them to feed my parakeets. My parakeets love them so much. And yeah, more Swiss chars. Oh, this guy is my longan tree. As you can see, there's already flowers up top, so I'm hoping for longan this year. Longan flowers fruit for me like every other year. Like one year they'll give me like really poor production, and the next year they'll give me an abundant amount of fruit production. This is more Ethiopia lime. I get a lot of seeds from my mom, so I grow them with tomato plants. What else? Oh, this is my lychee tree. Lychee is very finicky. I haven't been very successful in growing them, honestly. They are finicky. I have to like amend my soil a little bit, but I don't want to affect the other trees around it. So right now it is just shading this side of the house. It makes a big difference. And lychee grows so slow. So one year I pruned them like a little aggressively, and it took forever for them to come back. This is my guava tree. It's putting out new growth. It should fruit for me this year too. But yeah. This is the Thai guava. It's like the big green guava variety. It has less seeds, and they are not as sweet, but they are less seedy. And oh, this is my nasturtium. They are just overtaking this area too, and they are commingling a little bit with my Cuban oregano. Cuban oregano is so good for you. They're actually really they have a very strong oregano taste. You can marinate these and make like carne asada with them, and they're so good for your like respiratory system. They're good for cough. They're like they are good for your, like, if you have a lot of mucus, You can like make them into tea. They're very medicinal, I'll tell you that. So I like to just eat them or put them in sauce. Oh, this is my goji berry. It's like an ornamental plant too. It gives me a little bit of fruit, not too much, you know. But yeah, that's my goji berry and my homemade trellis. And succulent. Oh, this is, look at this color of the nasturtium. Cool. And this is my grapes. It's coming along. It has more grape flowers or buds. And yeah. And oh, my blackberries is coming along too. A lot of flowers. A lot of new sets, fruit setting. Yeah, so every year I get quite a bit of blackberries. I'm probably going to net those. I get a lot of fruit flies swarming all over them, and they lay those larvae. Oh, this is my pawpaw, yeah, and my other pawpaw pollinator, because pawpaw needs two pollinators. And of course, the star of the show always is my Adamoya tree, and there's still a lot of fruits on them. And yeah, I picked a lot of it already, but there is so much. And yeah, they are still putting out, well, still hanging on to these fruits. A lot of them are not ready yet. Yeah, they're just hanging on to these fruit, weighing heavily on one side. So once these fruits are picked, I'm going to aggressively prune them from that side, so that way I can relieve pressure on the tree. But for whatever reason, I think because the sun exposure is from this side, this is where the growth is happening. But yeah, you have to aggressively prune them. Look at this big guy. My God, look at it. There's a little tiny one in comparison. This fruit is so big. I think the higher up fruit gets really, really big. So I need to pick these because they will drop to the ground and make a big old mess. But look at the cluster there. There's a lot. And over here, I'm not growing anything much other than some herbs and stuff. And this is my lime tree. They told me it's a dwarf tree, but it's not. It's a regular sized lime tree. It's giving me so much lime. I can a lot of the juice, freeze them for all sorts of stuff. This is my fig tree. I believe this is Peter honey or Cadota. I think that's the Cadota one. And this is the Peter honey. So they're just growing here along the side of my house. And I have a second peach tree, also the donut peach. And yeah, this tree actually, this one is the one that's putting out the most fruit. And I will show you, I'll do a video when I harvest the fruit. It is crazy. When I tell you, it is crazy. So much fruit. More dragon fruit there. And this is my Meyer lemon tree. And they always give me, this is a dwarf variety. And oh, this is my jujube. I grew this one from seeds. It's not your regular jujube. Honestly, I really don't know the name of it. I call it my Cambodian jujube because the taste is absolutely different. This is my pineapple guava. My pineapple guava. The flesh is pink, like the flower here. Yeah. Okay guys, thank you for watching my video, and please like and subscribe. And I know subscribing is a big commitment, and I get it. I am a commitment phobe too, so but if you could like my video, that would help me so much. I'm a new YouTuber, and I don't know, the algorithm is definitely an issue, and I just want to make sure my video gets out there for more views and stuff. And so I would really appreciate a like. No commitment there. I would know who liked my video. All right, take care you guys. Happy planting. Bye.